the future is about skills, not degrees. And we have to stop thinking degrees. I have nothing against degrees, but what we really got to lead with is skills. And community colleges are the singular asset we have in this nation to ensure that we have skill building programs for all of our kids. Having certificate programs or community college degrees focused on skills, part of public education, seems to me to be the right answer. There's a bunch of ways of paying for it. Like right now, for example, we provide a preferential capital gains tax rate to investors. It's one of the big lies or myths perpetuated on the American people that wealthy people won't invest their money unless their tax rate is lower. It's the most absurd thing. It still baffles me that we've bought this for decades. So I propose raising the capital gains rate to equal the ordinary income rate. So as Ronald Reagan said, people who invest for a living pay the same as people who work for a living. He's actually the last president to have the capital gains rate equal the earned income tax rate. That program in and of itself pays for a lot of this. Pre-K through 14, which should include innovation during that pathway, is the new K through 12. I mean, I actually view the model of the United States of America as actually really simple. And that's what's so funny about this capitalism versus socialism debate we get into. It's actually kind of a stupid debate. Because what we really are is a free market economy where we let the US private economy, which is the greatest innovation machine ever created and the greatest job creation machine ever created, we let it work its magic. But we moderate it, and that's the word I want to use, moderate it, with great societal infrastructure, like public education and real infrastructure, with a strong safety net, and with workers' rights. And those things working together have been kind of the genius of our country. I'd like to double the earned income tax credit everywhere in this country. I think it's the best kind of worker tax program we have. But at a minimum, I'd like to double it in communities that are struggling.
Okay.
So if we had the opportunity zone legislation creating incentives for people to invest, you combine that with the national infrastructure program with a disproportionate allocation to struggling communities. Then you pass a law that says 25% of government contracts have to go to firms that have half their employees in struggling communities. Right. And then you have a doubled earned income tax credit in struggling communities, and then you make sure great community colleges that are serving these communities actually can provide those services to those kids. Suddenly you start turning around a lot of places, and you do it with entrepreneurs, right? Because they're the people who solve all the problems. At the end of the day, actually create all the jobs, and they will create opportunities for this 50-year-old displaced person.